Alright, what's going on, everybody? So today I got like 4 hours to be working on the Chevelle, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna power wash this whole thing. We're gonna get underneath and everything. However, beforehand, I got a few things to assemble. So we got a couple bumper stands in, some engine stands you can see I already started on, and we got some floor dollies for the car. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this stuff assembled, and then we're gonna push this car outside and get to power washing. Alright, so I just spent like the past hour dicking around with the power washers because the first one I brought out doesn't have the right connections. The second one I brought out didn't have the correct power outlet, and so I had to switch the power around, and now I'm switching the hose fitting because that's not right either. So I'm going to switch all these fittings real fast, fix the power, and then I'm going to get to power washing that car. Alright, so I finally got the hose hooked up to our sink, which is our only way of getting water. And this hose is kinked in a million different spots, but I'm trying to work with what I got. Oh, Jesus. going on, everybody? It's Friday. I'm happy, and I got a full day to take and work on the Chevelle. So yesterday I actually took and power washed everything, the engine bay underneath. Today what I'm going to be working on is I'm going to get rid of all this old seam sealer. Last night I took the battery tray out and a couple other things, and I'm going to get the bay ready to paint. So I'm going to be prepping that today, getting that all done. I have a whole bunch of stuff on my list. A whole bunch more parts came in, so the more I can get done the better. But I'm going to take and eat my breakfast. I'm going to get started on this thing. So I had a little change of plans. I'm going to finish stripping the engine bay. I was just told that we got all new stainless brake lines and a fuel line. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull all the brake lines out front to back, and I'm going to get this bay ready to be painted then. So, fuck. I just finished blasting the hood hinges, the battery tray, the coolant overflow bottle holder, and I was wire wheeling this thing for a couple of hours until my batteries died. So they should be charged now. You can see what kind of progress I'm making. It's taking forever, but I don't want to use something too high powered or too coarse. So I mean, it's getting there. Slowly but surely, it's getting there, so. Alright, so it's 3:30 now, so I got an hour and a half left of working on the Chevelle today. Doesn't seem like I got a whole lot done, but I've been working on this firewall pretty much all day. And I'm taking it all down to bare metal. I got the brake booster out, the wiper motor, the wiring harness, all the little bolts, self-tappers that were in there. I tested out the heater core, and it's working. It seems to pressurize and everything fine. Doesn't seem like there's any leaks, so that's good. Probably not going to hook it up, but just knowing that it doesn't leak makes a huge deal. Working on painting these things still. Put on a few coats every so often, and I'm gonna try to get this all prepped so on Monday I can just go ahead and prime and paint the whole thing. I'm gonna do the core support also. It didn't turn out as great as I wanted it to, so I'm gonna have to redo that, and I think that's about it. But the reason that we got to take this all down to bare metal is because whoever owned this before, I mean, it's from '66, so who knows how many people mess with it between now and then. If you can kind of see the frame and everything, it's a really rough texture. It's got like different colors of paint, different shades of paint, undercoating all over it, and it's just all the factory seam sealer, plus like it looks like someone added some. So once it's down to bare metal, we'll know it's done right, and then I can go ahead and get this looking pretty. Then we can toss the block in and we can start reassembling from there. So once the engine bay is done, it'll be a great step forward. Then we can move our way to the interior and get this thing really rolling. So, all right, so it's about 4:45. I ran out of abrasive discs, but it's looking good. I got the parts that needed to be. I started on the core support. The firewall's pretty much ready to go. It just needs to be cleaned, but that took forever. It was rough. There's a lot of undercoating, a bunch of different kinds of paint under it. But we'll finish that up, get that painted on Monday. It'll look great. Then once the bay's done, we can start putting everything back in. Got a handful of other things done today, you know, blasted and painted. Got a couple of the brackets off, the boosters off. I think that's kind of the majority of what we did. But overall, it's coming along. And the rest of the time, in the next 15 minutes, I'm just going to be working on straightening this place up. It's a mess. There's stuff everywhere. And I'm going to go home. It's Friday. I'm going to get the Z ready to go, because I'm going to go get plates in the morning. So thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'm having fun with doing this, and I will go ahead. Look at how dirty my face is. Oh my. But I will see you guys later. Thanks. Later.